Okay. Go.
So, hi, welcome to another episode of Passion People. Today I'm here with Mr. Khalid, or better known as KHAAL. He's the owner of Ravage Records, which is Singapore's only extreme metal record store. So, Mr. KHAAL, what got you into metal music?
Wow, metal on its own. I don't start metal like when I was young. I start with different kind of music because during when I grew up, we have a lot of music like the rap was in, techno was in, and everything was in. So I kind of like here and there also. Then when I discovered metal is when by chance, and my cousin also listened to metal. So by the age of 11, 12, I discovered metal on its own. So that's where I discovered lah. That's how I discovered music by chance and by my family members, cousins.
So what made you want to listen to it more, or what made you like it?
I like to be different. In general, yeah, because everybody is listening to the same thing. So from there, I tell myself that naturally it's me. I don't like to be the same like others. I always like to be different. So then, metal is something like away from of all the music that I listen to. Metal is the most extreme, and I think not many people like it. The more that people don't like it, the more I like.
Yeah. I see. So you want to stand out,
Yeah, stand out. Yeah.
I see.
Exactly.
So now about the record store itself, how is it? How's the experience like starting this record store?
Okay, we have to go back during my school days. 1998. This is something unplanned. So what happened is that in 1998, I went to IT. So IT Pasir Panjang. So from IT Pasir Panjang. So 1998 was the year where a lot of gang and everything going on. So when I went to for IT Pasir Panjang, I could be one of the most away from whatever people are doing. So my classmate was so curious of what I was doing, what kind of music I listen. Because I always go in school. By then I've not say long. I've longer than everybody else in the school. Everybody was like abbing and everything. So they was curious to know what I was listening. So it started out with my classmate in IT. So I was studying mechanical engineering. So they wanted to know what I'm listening to, and they wanted to buy from me. So then from there I say, hey, then it's word spread, and everybody start to like want to know me, and then that's where I developed the feeling of wanted to like, hey, I can sell it. I think this is it's not good money. It's like, oh, this is something I can promote, and I did not know that was actually to what I am today. So that's the initial how it happened in school. Yes.
So it's by accident as well.
By accident, correct. By accident, yes. Because I saw the demand. Yes.
So then, from your school days, then it continued all the way until now.
Yeah. Then I go NS, and after that, even in my NS day, I influenced my bunkmate and everything.
Interesting.
Yes, yeah.
So, can you just tell me about one interesting memory or experience that you have regarding the store over so many years of operating it?
Okay. In the very beginning, what happens is that I'm a walking salesman back then.
Oh, I see.
So what happened is that back then in the 90s, right, late 90s, when I start in the late 90s and early 2000, right, what happens is that you can go around. We have Tower Record in Singapore. We have HMB back then. So that's where people hang out on weekend. So I would initially travel from Orchard MRT. I go to Tower Records area or Far East, Liat Tower where Burger King used to be. Meet metalheads, stranger just come up to them and say whether they want to buy stuff, and carrying my haversack which I have till today inside my showcase, that black color. Yeah. So I carry around and meet metalheads and sell things. That is the best memory I had lah. Like that's how I started out. So I walk all the way until City Hall and Funan, and that's how that is where it doesn't just come out as what it is today. It was from that moment I the transition, and that's the best memory I had lah.
So what do you think is the most rewarding part of running this store?
If up to now is that I managed to meet after becoming not only just I do shows and not shop, I also do shows. So from there I managed to bring bands and people that I idolized all the while, like bands that, yeah, so I managed to meet my idol and everything. So that is one of the most rewarding. Yes, yes.
Which bands do you manage to bring? Just if you can name just a few.
Oh, I have from day one I have Strategic Intent, I have Ice Goat, I have Angel Corps, Vomitory, Watain, Call of Fire, Wada.
I see.
Yeah, I have Anatomiya from Japan, and yes, I managed to host most of the Impossibles.
Wow, that's quite
Yes,
impressive.
yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. So, what is your day job, if I may ask? Since I understand that
I got a full-time job. I do mailroom stuff, courier service and stuff. Yeah, that's my full-time job. And this time in the gym. So I did a lot of my I do printing, t-shirts printing. I do t-shirt printing and my brand.
I see.
Yes.
So, how do you still find the time to run the store while having this day job of yours?
Basically, like I've been doing this since '98. So along the way, I learned when to give time and everything. So with me having a family and my kids, that's why now I only have like 3 days in the shop and only short period of time in the shop. So I make use of the time to I make use of it to that is how I schedule my I schedule my days and to meet up that week lah, every week, so that I can have time in the shop. And how I do it is just spontaneously. I never plan so much. So here and there, whenever I have time, I would just do things that I want.
I see. So, how long do you think you can sustain this operation for? And do you think anything might cause you to close it down for good?
Closing down, I don't think so. I'm going to close down as long as there's still people buying, and I find another avenue to revenue the shop also. That's why I start my brand. Like I don't want Ravage Record just to be a shop. I want to be recognized as a brand too.
I see.
Yeah, so that I can at the time sustain, get some cash flow from elsewhere. So actually to support the shop. So that is my way of playing, not monopolize, managing the shop, so that I can still be available and valid day to day.
I see. Then, have there been any times where you felt like there were a lot of challenges or problems that were facing the store or your operation of it?
I don't find it. I don't see any.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't see any.
Oh, okay. So, since you opened it for so long, and then obviously technology has advanced over the years, so is there any way that has impacted your business?
Okay, during the days when MP3 came in, everything was going down the road. It's just going down the mountain and stuff. So that's where I can see buying power is lesser. But then again, that is only in Asia. Where else people elsewhere in Europe still buy physical copies and stuff. So it affect in a way that for the local, yeah, but for the foreign, I don't see that as a problem. But yeah, I see difference in a way, like lesser people buying and stuff. There's a transition where I stopped having a physical shop for some time, for about 5-6 years. I stopped during the MP3 era, but I still run. That's what I used to on the street, on gigs and stuff, on shows. Not until like 13 years ago, then I came back here. So this has been like 13 years here. Yeah. Yes.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so far I have like 4 shops. So I started in 2002, around this area. So 1, 2, 3. This is my 4th store. Yes.
I see. So this one has been the longest
Running.
location,
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Then has any opportunities opened up for you because of this store, like people you meet or certain events? Then you have benefited from it because you run this store.
I benefit in all views or in all direction. I meet new people. This store not just a store, it's where people came here, hang out, and we talk things and stuff. So for once, I can say I never regret having the shop.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice to hear.
So it's more like, because one thing is my passion of doing this. Yeah, I have to have money to pay in order to pay the rent and everything. But then again, it doesn't stress me at all. What I'm trying to do is do at my best, and so that I can keep this shop running.
I see.
Mm.
So I understand that you're a member of a local band, Barbarif.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your thoughts on the local metal scene in Singapore?
I have to be honest, and it's like dying.
Oh,
It's dying in the sense that we see so much show, but we see lesser local band here. And I have to be honest in the sense that the music that I listen to, and the music that I'm born with, or I listen with when I was, from the day that I like until today, I don't see any bands that generally play organic or the OGs of death metal, black metal. There's no new black metal band, there's no new death metal band, because the youngster, I don't think they like that kind of, they prefer the latest thing.
So they are more modern.
Yeah, they love the modern thing. I don't blame them, but then again, if you're asking me, the scene is there, but it doesn't move anywhere.
Oh, I see.
We left only with the old bands. I don't see any newer bands that actually not say interesting. I don't see any another any new black metal band, or any new death metal band, or any new thrash metal band. Have you yourself asked yourself, like, have you seen any thrash metal band like Sodom, like Destruction in Singapore?
No.
Yeah, now it's whatever left, whatever you know there is from the 90s, there is the band till today.
I see. So it's something regrettable.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't see. I really don't know what's the cause of it. Just that the kids today prefer the newer thing, the modern thing, rather than the old stuff. Like, you don't see a new band who play like Moby Angel in Singapore. A band who, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
So you've been a metalhead for very, very long. Do you think the public's perception of metalheads and of metal music and heavy music in general has changed over the years?
The media seems portraying like people are getting more. The modern the world is going to be, the way people are thinking, but the perception is still the same. Long hair, tattooed, is always a bad person.
So it's a stereotype.
Yeah, stereotype is still there. Noisy music and everything. The music is noisy. I don't understand you, rubbish and stuff. Metal, like do we really play music now? Do we understand music and drums and everything? Yeah, the perception is still the same, so far as I know. But when I travel elsewhere, I say, especially in Europe, whatever, no, I don't see that.
So
I don't see that stereotype.
So it's only in.
Yeah, because we are here, so we thought that everybody's thinking the same. But when you go elsewhere, abroad, no.
So maybe it's more of a cultural thing.
Yeah. Yes. Correct.
So I guess that's one stereotype or misconception they have come across from just like the media and society in general.
Yes.
So what's your experience like playing in a local metal band, and touring and making music and things like that?
Like what? What kind of experience or something?
Yeah, just like your experience being in Barbarif.
Well, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. But I can say that we went to the places where not many people went. Like one of the places where we went that really impressed me is India. We played in India before.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, India was a Bollywood kind of place, but actually music there is growing, and that's one of the best show as far as I know. From me, my own, it's the best show. I went there before. The hospitality that was given, and everything is like it's the best lah, in my experience. And in Beverly itself, I ever be a duo, just me and my drummer, playing live and yeah, just guitar, vocal, and then drums. So this is the things that I went through in a band. Because me, myself, and just nice with my drummer, which I have until today, we are the kind that everything goes. Like with 3 guitarists or 1 guitarist, we still go ahead with the show. The show must go on. So that is kind of another one of our experience that I have. So yes.
So just to wrap things up, what's a message that you have for metal fans in Singapore, or maybe to the younger generation?
First thing is that do because of what you want to do. Don't force yourself doing things that you do not want, because end of the day it will hurt you so much. If you're doing things by your heart and follow the whatever your heart saying, you will succeed. It will take some time for you to succeed. It doesn't take days. It can sometimes, some people take years. Some people even take years, doesn't even. It will take longer, and it depends on your how hardworking you are. But end of the day, you shouldn't give up. Shouldn't give up. Just believe in what you want to do in any form, music, life, whatever your career. But end of the day, if you think music is the one that make you happy, then you should just follow your dreams.
I see.
Yeah, you shouldn't give up on your dreams.
So it's all about passion, just like the
Yeah,
name
passion.
of my podcast.
Yeah, passion. It's all about passion. Yes, correct, passion. Because at the end of the day, when I start the band or start the shop, I did not understand what is it until now when I have a shop.
I see.
Because there is a transition from the accident. I still follow and do it and do it and do it and do it. Even I fall, I came back again. So it take me 24 years.
Wow. I see.
Yeah. What I'm saying, by working hard, I everything that I have come from me myself alone. So I work my ass out to reach where I am today. Like I get money. I work as a hard laborer because that's the only time when you can get hard cash, just to set up the label and the shop. So I went through all that because I don't take money from my parents. So because I know that's my dream, to have a store and to represent the store as a based in Singapore, and to be proud that end of the day when all these foreigners came to Singapore, they go back home with a good memory and knowing that Singapore have a metal shop. That's my main intention why I still must have the shop, because I want this shop to represent the metal community in Singapore.
I see.
Yes.
Thanks so much for this,
Sure.
Mr. Khal.
Sure.
And that will be our episode of Passion People.
Thank you so much.